New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Hello, folks. I think I should just say good now, whenever now is for you. It is so good to be able to spend time with you again. Yes, I am filling in for Rev Gina today. It is good to have you here. It is good to be able to spend some time with you once again. Hello, Garrett. Good morning to you as well. Or let me see, more like afternoon or evening for you, I would think. Well, what are we doing here today? We're praying. And when we pray affirmatively, right? So we're not asking for something. We're not begging for something. We are affirming. We are recognizing. We are remembering our truth, the truth of who and whose we are. Today here in the United States, we celebrate Martin Luther King Day, celebration of the life of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. And there's a small reading I'd like to do here. This is from A Deep Breath of Life by Alan Cohen, talking about Reverend Dr. King. Said, he lived his vision and died with great courage. He didn't just talk about world transformation, he lived it. Although you and I may not take upon ourselves the breath of his mission, the same challenge calls to us. We must live what we believe and not give in to fear. We must act on our principles rather than simply talk about them. And we must find ways to join, not separate from, our brothers and sisters. It is fitting that our country honors a man such as Dr. King. As we live our own ideals, we honor the cause for which he lived and died. And these affirmations give me the strength to walk in integrity. Help me to live what I believe. In that sentiment, let's go inside, go within. I'll invite you to take a breath with me. And if it's comfortable for you to do so, and if it's safe for you to do so, I'd invite you to close your eyes, soften your gaze. Allow yourself to be completely in tune with this moment, with this now. Each of us has the exact same source. Each of us has the same place of beginning. Each of us is one with that one source, one in that one source, one of that one source. As such, there can be no discontinuation of the connection between each and every one of us. And yet, that is what we feel so often here in this earthly plane. So I take a step back, and I always start with what I recognize, what I remember, what I know. And it's in that knowing that I find my confidence It's in that knowing that I find my strength. And in my knowing, I know that each and every creation of the one is blessed. Each and every creation of the one shares in all the same grace, the same love, the same wisdom, the same intelligence, the same brilliance, the same uniqueness and commonality. We have within us this model of being called DNA. And in our human DNA, each of us is infinitesimally different one from the other. In fact, human DNA is so incredibly unique that every single person that ever lived, ever will live, shares that exact same DNA down to many, many decimal points. And yet, what do we see? We see difference. We see other. That is not what Dr. King saw. Dr. King saw that we come together, that we work together. His messages were always about that. They were always about being able to move forward together. And that is the only way that we will see a world that works for everyone. If each and every one of us can recognize the truth of our existence, the truth of our identity, the truth of our connection to one another, the truth shall make you free. The truth shall make you free. Why be a slave to falsehoods, to lies, to bias, when opening your heart to inclusivity, to the celebration of one another? That brings not only joy, but it brings energy. As we align with one another, our energetic frequencies align, and we become so much greater as a force in the universe. And that is what Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was looking for. He was looking for us to unite as one, to move forward as one, to recognize we are one. Working from that place of oneness, working from that place of equality, that place of justice, I look to see what is mine to do. What is mine to do locally? What is mine to do nationally? What is mine to do throughout the world? Because it is with our acts that things change. We think, which allows us to create a different way of looking at things, a different perspective. But we then take those thoughts, we put them into actions. It is the actions that will change this world. It is you, it is I, it is each and every one of us that will change this world. And so knowing that this is indeed true, knowing that the vision that Dr. King had is already here, living within the divinity of each of us. And I pray that I see that opening of that divinity flooding one's self with beauty and grace and love and peace. And so it is. Hello, Ronald. Grand rising, peace, blessings, and abundance for everyone. Indeed. Thank you, Lara. Lara is a linchpin here at the New Thought Media Network. She is responsible for so much good here. Blessings. Garrett. Folks, every time I pray here, when I get to see Garrett's comments, it just lifts me up so beautifully. Garrett says, connect to that one power and walk with love, peace, gratitude, and harmony through this gorgeous day. Experience that powerful truth flowing through me and everyone else every day. And so it is. And so it is, Garrett. All right. So, folks, we have so much going on here on the New Thought Media Network. But before I forget, I wanted to point out that there are many ways that you could get prayer from us here at the New Thought Media Network. One way is exactly what Shay is doing here. Affirming a smooth car repair and fun trip. Affirming my ability to practice Christ consciousness. I will hold that in my thoughts and in my prayer, Shay. Absolutely. And I'll pass that on to our prayer team as well. All right. So today on the New Thought Media Network, we have so much goodness going on. Let me see if I can bring up the schedule here. So we have immediately following this broadcast, this prayer, we have Morning Sip with Rev. Melissa. Just a spectacular time. Let's see, we have practical prayer at, I believe it's at 11 a.m. And we have, I'm having a hard time finding what we have here. So excuse me, folks. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a little bit of time, go to ntmedia.org, and you can see everything that we have going on here today. It's quite a bit. I'm sorry, but for whatever reason, I can't get to the one note that I wanted to get to. Hey, Ronald, how can you learn to pray? I'll tell you what. Send me an email. Let me give you my email address. Okay. You can send me an email at zodemiro@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to give you some ideas about how you can indeed pray. Okay, folks, I am out of here. Have a magnificent, magnificent day. Much love. Many, many blessings.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org. newthoughtmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings.